Hello, my love. Good morning to you. I hope that this finds you awake. It must find you awake if you are indeed taking this in. If you are receiving it at this moment, you have to be awake. I hope that you are well. I am thinking about you as always. Good morning to you. Did I say that yet? Good morning. I'm thinking about you as always. I think I said that already too. So many things jumble in my mind. I was thinking also about the idea that it's happening to everyone. And by this I mean, I came across people in my life who felt like the world was set against them. They would rail against the injustices or perceived injustices that they had to face and how they were overwhelmed by the travails of their life, whether these were things at work or things that were happening in their personal life. But it was this sense of bad things keep happening to me. Why do bad things keep happening to me? And railing against that, this sense of their lives were particularly troubled. And the idea is, no, your life is not particularly troubled. The fact of the matter is it's happening to everyone. We are all in our lives dealing with difficulties. That is indeed, in certain regards, the essence of life. Struggle and suffering in certain regards, depending unless you've been able to move beyond that, which is a whole nother matter. But there's a sense that the world is taking its toll on them, that it's hitting them extra hard. And the fact of the matter, it's not. It's happening to everyone. Everyone is dealing with difficulties. Everyone has hardships in their life. And the difference is that those people who are not railing against the universe, who are not feeling that they are under the weight of it all, is that they're sucking it up. They're dealing with it. They're not complaining about it. And again, this is a corollary to the whole issue of complaining. They're not complaining about it because they have accepted the difficulties of life, or they're in the process of accepting those difficulties. And so they do not rail about them. They do not think that there's anything special about them and their travails, because the fact of the matter, there isn't, because we are all going through this. And so, this is again a corollary to the whole complaining thing that I've talked about and how unattractive complaining is. But I would likewise say that it is extremely unattractive when people take this position that the world is set against them, or that they are constantly always dealing with hardships. And why does this happen to me? I recommend highly against taking such a perspective. Because one, it is unattractive, and two, because it does not help you change your perspective. It does not help change your mindset. Again, everyone is going through these things. And if you realize that, you would realize that there's nothing so special in your travails. Now, there are, of course, more extreme exceptions in these regards when someone is dying or something extremely catastrophic happens. But when everything is catastrophic, well, that's a problem in one's perception. So I just thought I would point that out because I would run across these people in my life, and I didn't know how to tell them this, quite frankly. And I don't suspect that this will be you, but just in case, I'm putting it out there. This is also why art is so great. Because art is a way that we see and learn that our experience is indeed shared. That the difficulties we face are difficulties that others face. And that, back to my other talking about, we are not alone. You are not alone. And so find comfort in the fact that you're not alone. But do not think that the world is set against you, or that bad things keep happening to you. Things happen to everyone, and whether you view it as bad or good is up to you. So I will leave it at that. I recommend against railing against the world. I recommend against such complaining and that perception. Take it or leave it for what it's worth. Again, this is slightly different than when you vent with someone, and I'm not saying that there's no reason to talk about things that happen in your life and to unload and express at times, but when that becomes your narrative, that is a problem. So, again, for what it is worth, and I will recommend again Dehd, that you listen to their music, which again I found extremely enjoyable, sparse at times. I tend to like that kind of music, and a little bit on the more somber side at times, or dark, or perhaps melancholic. I'm not quite sure if that applies, but judge for yourself. And with that, I shall bid you adieu.